Hey, sweet friend. Welcome back to my summer diary, episode 2. This week, we are diving deeper into our cottage home and garden journey. We got lots of yard work, painting, and some repairing. So grab something warm or iced, get comfy, and let's spend some time together. I am so glad you're here.
Little fella, you gotta move. It's a little froggy right here. You gotta move. You gotta move. Go that way. Keep going. Keep going that way. Keep going that way. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I started the week by moving some rocks from the front garden to the back garden. Earlier this summer, I sprinkled some wildflower seeds in this space, hoping and praying for that beautiful, dreamy meadow look. I'll show you an inspiration picture. Well, let's just say, y'all, it didn't quite turn out that way. So I told my hubby he could go ahead and mow through it. Y'all, this man just got a new mower, so he was more than happy to have a little more lawn to work with.
Oh, it's pretty heavy enough. That's all I can take at one time. I wonder how much does this weigh? Oh, oh, oh gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all, I am like I am like building the muscles today. So I need to show y'all my inspiration picture. So this is what I have right here. You know, we still gotta get um we st- we still have to get all the rock sets up front, and I'm just one at a time, one load at a time. I'm bringing them back here or whatnot. And I'm going to show you my inspiration picture because I want the rocks to be back here and make little garden beds. But then I made that one right there out of some of the wood, a planter box, and I want to make some more planter boxes. Okay, and let's just keep in mind I am new at all of this, so it's going to be kind of rubbish towards the beginning, but I feel like, you know, as you learn, you grow, you develop, your style will emerge and transform into the cottage garden of my dreams. I want it to look like the vision back here is peaceful sanctuary, nature reserve, cottage garden, feel God's presence, meditation. That's joy, unity, love, togetherness. Ooh, cozy. That's 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 what the theme is, okay? So that's what I'm trying to do. Right now it's a little bit chaotic, but if you are here with me, you can feel the serenity and the peace and the love and the unity and the joy. You know what I mean? Like I can feel it. Now, we can't see it just yet, but sometimes you got to see it before you see it, okay? You got to see it before you see it. I see it. Y'all, look how I'm sweating. Oh my gosh. I see it, but we just got to work the land to make it do what it do, okay? Oh, all
So
right.
I spent about 2 days lugging rocks back and forth. But you will see later in the video, my original rock border idea ended up shifting into something totally different. I needed the rocks for another project that I'll show you later on. I decided, however, to leave this footage in because I think it's a good reminder. Sometimes in life, you start with one idea of how things might go and end up somewhere completely different and unexpected. And that's okay. The beauty of life isn't in knowing every step, it's in trusting God with the journey and finding peace in the mystery of the unknown. I saw a quote that said, "Life isn't about racing to the destination. It's about walking with God through the journey, step by step, and letting Him shape your heart. And in my case, my heart and my garden along the way." This is why I love spending time outside. Whether doing yard work or going for a walk, the gentle flutters of the butterflies and the songs of the animals is where I feel God speaking to my heart. Truly, all the earth is filled with His glory.
I'm gonna continue. I need to go get my scissors and deadhead. Oh, look at them fighting, y'all. Oh, oh, they fighting over that leaf, y'all. It's plenty of them out here, y'all. Just go to the next one. Oh my gosh, they were fighting over that leaf. The wasp won. The wasp won. You gonna let that wasp beat you? Look at the wasp. Look at he's a little bully, little bully.
Our indoor project this week came out of necessity. Our 15-year-old microwave finally died, and we had to say goodbye and welcome a new one. Now, when it comes to appliances and cabinets, I am not a fan of handles. I actually shared that with y'all years ago when I DIY'd the kitchen cabinet and didn't add handles. So, when it came time to pick a new microwave, there was only one handleless option, which made the decision super easy. The only issue was Mr. Handleless Microwave turned out to be way too big for the space. When the installer came, he said he could make it fit if he removed the existing tile. I told him to go for it. So he removed the tile, the microwave fit, but the microwave door wouldn't open. He apologized for the miscalculation. The store ended up refunding the installer fee. And I looked at my husband and told him, "Don't worry, I'll just watch a YouTube video and I'll try to do this myself." All right, what's going on here is I made a template because I'm trying to get this piece of like plywood to cover this area here where the tile was busted out. I have no more of this tile. This tile is original to the home, which is built in 1976. And so I didn't have any more of this tile. So my idea was to take a piece of like plywood, paint it the tricorn black, and get it to fit right there to cover up that area. But I needed to make a precise cut to go along the cabinet when I put the plywood up in there. I needed a specific cut so the plywood would fit snugly and be even. And so I made a little template out of a cardboard box. And here I was just trying to figure out how to cut the plywood.
Oh my gosh, y'all know I don't do math, and so this is a bit complicated. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. Let's just go for it. Oh my gosh, that worked. That worked, you guys. So all I gotta do now is cut where this tile is. I need to cut right here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. He is wonderful. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Now, it ain't perfect, but for a beginner, I gotta figure out. Okay, so once we do this right here, I gotta figure out what to put right here to fill in this hole. Okay, update on this DIY, honey.
I got the oh my legs. I got the board up here painted tricorn black because the idea since the guy who came, I don't even know if I told y'all the story of how we even got here. I ripped out the tile that was right here. This was all tile. He ripped it out initially to try to get this microwave to fit because he was like, oh, this microwave's too big, but if I rip out your tile, it'll fit. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Because he was like, you won't be able to see it because the microwave will cover it. So he ripped out the tile, but then the microwave door wouldn't open. It still wasn't enough room. We needed to shift the microwave over. Anyway, so he ripped out the tile and he was like, you'll just need to cut into this cabinet right here. But this holds the oven. And I was telling Danny, that don't sound right. We should not be cutting into this cabinet. We needed to cut into the cabinet on the opposite end that has no electrical nothings in it. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, so he did that and then started ripping out this part. So there was a gash here of just like ripped out wood. So what I did was I did this wood filler Bondo stuff. I took it like Play-Doh and made like a sculpture. And I like stuffed this with the Bondo. And so I'm waiting for it to harden. And then I'll probably do another layer of the Bondo on here and then sand it and then paint it. But I don't know if it was like a big hole right here. And so that's what I did. I looked on the internet and that's what other people have done to fix like small cracks. This was a very large crack. So, oh, y'all, what a nightmare. But anyway, and I'm just going to put some seal in here when I finish painting all this to finish it off. And I need to touch up this paint on this. I really want to, I do kind of now since he started ripping the tile out. I would love to rip all this tile out that's on this and put in faux stone. I don't know if you have seen that look. I think that look is so beautiful and so organic. So that may be something I do in the future. Oh, you know what? I should probably take this piece and make a little cabinet piece right there. But anyway, I think I'm done for tonight. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. But we got that shield done. I got that done. I got to finish patching up the wall over here. And then we got this piece done. And I got to finish patching and painting there. And we got the microwave installed. So I feel like it was a successful day. Good morning. So I just posted a new YouTube video, Summer Diary Episode 1. And I get so nervous to post things, but I'm happy that I did. It's just I've watched the video like 3 or 4 times, and typically I don't like to watch my stuff back, but it's just a very elementary style video. Like Miss Friggle, what's her name, y'all? And the Magic School Bus. Do y'all remember that in grade school? What's her name? And Miss something in the Magic School Bus. Anyways, like I feel like it's got that kind of vibe to it. And which is really important to me because something I have been working on myself is making sure I'm not watching things or ingesting things that are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically triggering to me. I just like to watch, just it's like this. Very,
Friends,
very
I
nice.
talked for about 30 minutes right here. So let me just sum it up and give you the Cliff Notes version.
So what I was saying was I absolutely love the last video because it felt so simple and carefree. Now that I'm off social media again, the desire to be creative and learn and try new things has come back for me, and it feels amazing. I've definitely slowed down again and learning to be intentional about what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, what I speak into the world, what I speak into myself and others. And so I want these videos to be like a mini escape for us. And, I was just praying that they encourage, inspire, and motivate you to do whatever God is pressing upon your heart to do. The other thing I was saying is like since taking down the deck, I've collected loads of scrap wood, and I have been watching these different YouTube channels, and they show you how to make things like planter boxes, sheds, and cabins, and how to make them out of like scrap wood and logs. Y'all, it is incredible, and it has sparked something in me. Like I wake up every day energized, ready to go outside, repair, and build things. And what else was I saying to you? Oh, and then the last thing I was saying is, I'm just really excited to just share this journey. And I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos as much as I enjoy making them. So thank you again for being here. Shingles are arriving. Right. Good morning, sweet friends. So, on the docket for today is yesterday. We were together yesterday. We painted this, primed and painted this whole wall. And then yesterday evening, there was still some decking right here. And I didn't know if it was connected to this part of the new build. And so I was apprehensive to take it apart. But then I realized structurally, they didn't have anything to do with each other. And so, anyway, I went ahead and took apart that remaining piece that was right here. So that now has exposed this part and this part here. So we're going to go get some Kills because I'm out of my Kills. We're going to prime it and Kills it, clean it up, and paint it. Also, I had put this here yesterday, but I don't like how this looks. So I have some plaster, and I'm gonna try to do like a plastering technique right here, the bottom here, because I just don't, let me show you. Oh, I don't like how that looks. To look kind of smooth. So I was thinking, let me put the wood here consistent. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I don't know if I've shared with you guys the vision. You know how we talked about in the last video, dreaming again and, dreaming big. So the dream big would be to put a black garage type unit here for storage and more parking is the vision. So I'm like, if I were to do that, like I would want to do like a breeze. Have you seen those garages where it's like a breezeway and then it's the garage? That's the ultimate plan that I would like to do. Yeah, have like a breezeway like right in here. So when you come out of the garage, you can step up the steps. You would step up, step. I would want this area to be a mud room, and then you enter the office. So in here would be coats, shoes, bags, all that kind of stuff. And then you enter into the home. It's what I envision, it's what I would love. So I'm like, okay, keeping the vision in the forefront. I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this because eventually we'll have to figure it out. Because I would like, the other thing we could do is, because I like the whole cottage thing, I have all those rocks in the backyard that I dug up.
I could take some cement and do the rocks like, y'all, I was just talking to y'all and my mic was not on. Okay, but I went and got some more rocks so we could get maybe a visualization of like potentially what this would look like. A puzzle. You know what I'm saying? What if we did? I would do it, I would lay it all out, cement it, grout it up there, and then I would just paint over it. Hold on, I'll show you. And so then I would paint over it and it would look like this. Because that's what I did with this right here to make it consistent.
For the rest of the time this day, I just finished up the painting here with the kills and then going back over it with the house paint. This paint color is Campfire Ash by Bear. I don't really like this color. Here we are, I think like 4 years later, because I painted this during the pandemic. Um, and I didn't really know about colors and lighting and all of that stuff. I mean, the color is fine, but if I was painting my house white again, there are like 10 other whites that I would have chose before I chose this white. But it is what it is. And so yeah. But this color is Campfire Ash because that's a question I get. So yeah, I just did this and then I had to get out of the way because we were getting a new roof and I left that up to the professionals and they did an amazing job. I will definitely show you some befores and afters of the roof in an upcoming video.
Meanwhile, in the front yard, you have these two guys over there. Okay. Okay, focus, Pam. Oh gosh. Okay. Good morning, beautiful friends, and welcome to another day. Y'all, I am so excited because I was watching YouTube this weekend to get ideas about gardens for the backyard or whatever, because I want to start working on the garden back here next year, but I'm just trying to start planning it out. Okay, long story short. Okay, get to the point, Pam. So today's project I'm really excited about because a few weeks ago we had a really bad storm and my neighbor's tree fell over. And so me and hubby got out there with the chainsaw and cut it up. And then I helped him. We took all the logs that he cut up and we brought them back here. And like a lot of dead limbs and things that fall, I usually just throw them back here. I call this the brush. So anyway, I threw them back here. But in this video, you'll probably see 2 days ago, I started the garden bed that I was working on back here. I had like rocks in it. I had gathered all of these stones from the front yard, dug them up. Y'all, this is so crazy how like you can start digging in your yard and find stuff. Like I find bricks, stones, rubble. I think that's what they call it, rubble. I found um um I don't even know what it is. It's like rusted tools, rusted things. I don't know. Like I just dig it all up, and like a little raccoon, I just make stacks of little things. I make all these little stacks of all these little things or whatever to reuse. Okay, but let me get to the point of the story. I'm so long winded. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so we brought the we brought all of these logs back here, and so what I'm doing today is I am going into the brush and I'm trying to get out at least the ones I can see because I want to use them as a border for the garden back here. And the reason I'm using them for a border back here is because I took the stones that I had brought from the front, brought the stones to the back, but now I need the stones to go to the side because, I took down the deck and then the bottom of the house is like the foundation needs some kind of like protection. And so I was like, I'll just use, I love those masonry videos where the people are taking rocks and mortar and yes, I think it's called mortar or whatever's, and they're like masonaries. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Like y'all, I am obsessed with those videos. Like I love to see them take the chisel and it's like a puzzle and you got to put the rocks together. Like people make walls, they do the siding of their homes out of rocks, and it's just beautiful. So that's what I started doing to the side of the house, and I really love it because it really gives that cottage feeling. And again, all of this is costing me $0, $0, and y'all know I love that. So anyway, so that's what we're doing today. Oh my gosh, sorry that was so long-winded. I probably should have just started doing it and did this like as a voiceover, but y'all, Lord bless her, she just talks. Okay, so I'm probably gonna put this on a time lapse, and as we dig this out and carry and all the things. All right. So happy to see you today. Let's get to it.
All right, friends, that's a wrap on Summer Diary episode 2. This week we accomplished so much, and I am so pleased with how everything is shaping up thus far. I want to add that you may notice some projects aren't fully finished. This summer diary will probably turn into a fall, winter, and spring diary because this is a continuous work in progress. I watch home improvement shows where everything gets completed all at once. But for me, I'm doing it solo, for free, using recycled materials. I'm not a professional and I'm learning as I go. So it's going to take me some time, but I am really enjoying this process. This may sound silly, but these projects have helped me in overcoming depression, anxiety, grief after miscarriage, and caregiver burnout. I am just so grateful for all the scrap materials I'm finding, and I'm grateful for you who come and watch as well as pray for me each week. Thank y'all so much for your support and encouragement. I just appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to share with you more next week. Spoiler alert, I am gathering scraps to make a greenhouse. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so excited. All right, I'll see you next week. Toodaloo.